Well, what are you going to do? It's 5 against 1.
The way I see it, it's 2 against 1. First, I take out the leader. That's you. And then those two, they're just going to run off.
Hello and welcome to the Superpower Dead team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and today we're reviewing the 2012 film Jack Reacher, starring Tom Cruise.
Excuse me, sir. There's a Jack Reacher here to see you.
So, Rick, this was your choice. So, why did you choose this one?
Because I've just finished watching the TV series Reacher, and I didn't understand anything about the character. I saw the Tom Cruise Reacher films. I think I saw both of them back when they came out. I've never read the books, but having seen the TV series now, I understand the character a little bit better, I think. So I wanted to go revisit Tom Cruise.
Well, I'd never seen this movie before. I remember when it came out, it was something that I thought I would like to go see, but I never got around to it. And I haven't seen the new TV series. I've not read the books either.
Yeah, and
this was based on a book called One Shot, apparently.
Yep. Lee Child, the Jack Reacher creator, he had a cameo as a desk sergeant in the... So he was all for this movie. Show me the money! So at the time when this movie came out, I remember reading a lot of outrage because Tom Cruise can't play this. He can't play this character. He's not the character from the book. I kind of didn't care. I thought he's not too bad. He'll be able to pull this off. And he did. It's not a terrible film. But having then watched the TV series where you see Jack Reacher as this hulking guy. So Tom Cruise he's got a good screen presence, but he doesn't have that physical presence that Reacher's supposed to have.
You boys know what's about to happen to you. You leave now.
I didn't really buy him as a big tough guy. Like he can do the action adventure type movies, but he just didn't come off as a real, tough. Don't mess with this guy.
Yeah.
Cuffs didn't fit him.
You guys recycle.
I was a little bit disappointed in it, to be honest, because I think I thought it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be a really good action thriller, but it turned out it wasn't a bad movie, but it just was pretty standard, really well. And I just kept going back to Nobody, actually. Like they just in Nobody they did those subtle little things like. The guy sees his tattoo and backs away. Like they didn't have to say too much. He should have been bloodied and bashed and bruised, but it would have been more convincing if he was a bit battered and bruised. And I did expect more from like Christopher McQuarrie because I've enjoyed the Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie movies, the Mission Impossible movies.
This might have been one of his first directorial debuts. And like I said, it's a good movie. It's just not Jack Reacher.
You kill a whole lot of people, aren't you?
Already started.
So basically the story is there's a sniper that has taken out 5 people, and it just seemed like a random incident. There's a lawyer investigating it, trying to get this guy. He's on death row. She's trying to get him off. He's an ex-army person. He's like, won't talk to anyone. I think he's just written down, get Reacher. Yeah. And he turns up and then he takes on the case and gets his friend off. But there's
it wasn't his friend, it was someone he knew because he didn't like him because he knew like he'd done some stuff.
He was a sniper,
But there was no I thought the way they did it, there was no mystery. They took the mystery away. Like we knew that wasn't the guy that did it because we saw the sniper do it.
The guy that was the actual killer was Captain Boomerang in the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, okay. Move on. So Rosamund Pike played the lawyer.
Yep.
And I didn't think she was particularly good in this. Like I've seen her in other things, and she's been really good. Like she was good in Gone Girl. She was just in the World of Time series, and I wondered like if this was one of her first American movies, because I don't think she had the accent down right yet, because she's from England. Her father was played by Richard Jenkins, who was like just a guy that makes acting look like just effortless.
Just
comes
like we do.
across as, the baddie is played by Werner Herzog, who is like a German director and film documentarian and occasional actor. And I thought he was a bit wasted in this. He didn't really show him doing anything bad to make us hate him or make anything, we don't care that he gets caught at the end, because we didn't actually see him do anything really.
Shooter has been, there was a shooting range where we run into Robert Duvall's character, who runs the shooting range, and he won't talk to Tom Cruise unless he can prove that he's a good shooter.
6 inches right.
That scene was edited really weird, I thought, because they had a bit of a flashback between him shooting it and the sniper guy shooting, and there was one scene where you see someone walking up behind Tom Cruise, and then it just sort of cuts to him talking to Robert Duvall. Like, I don't know what happened there, whether it was like indicating that that's what happened when the other guy was shooting, or someone was walking up behind him and they just cut that bit out. Like, the ending seemed really familiar to me, and whether I'd caught the ending on TV or something before, but just the ending at that scrapyard or whatever it was, their main henchman guy, the real sniper, hasn't got his gun.
Captain Boomerang.
And then Jack Reacher puts his gun down to have a fist fight with him. And if they wanted to have a punch up, then you just come up with his gun jams, or the other guy kicks his gun out the way or something. Like,
I guess a scene in this one that really stood out to me, because after the car chase where Tom Cruise is being pursued by 100 cops, I think puts his car in neutral and lets it roll down the road so the cops can chase that, and rolls out the car to a bus stop full of people.
Yeah, and they cover up for him.
And they'll cover up for him, and someone even gives him a cap. And I'm going, how do you know this guy just hasn't murdered 14 kids?
Exactly.
Like, he's got 15 million cops after him, but you just go, okay, you're one of us.
We'll stick up for him. Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me either.
Remember, you wanted this.
And I think that must be in his contract, that you have to have Tom Cruise shot running.
He just wants... It sounds like I didn't like it. I didn't mind it. It's just I was expecting more, I think. Like, it's not a bad movie. And I don't know Jack Reacher character, but I do know that they were trying to make, this tough guy, and it just didn't work for me with Tom Cruise.
I liked the movie when I first saw it, and I would probably like it again if it wasn't a Jack Reacher film now, as I understand Jack Reacher to be, if that makes sense. Like, it's not Jack Reacher.
Yeah, and to me, it's just a standard action movie. And I guess I was coming into it thinking it was going to be something a bit more special, and it wasn't. So I'm not saying it's a terrible movie. I just think my expectations were a bit high.
Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying our videos, please like and subscribe. You can join our YouTube channel. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on anything you want. So thanks very much. Remember, like and subscribe. Cheers.
What was that?
That's me going to fight you.
I think. Did you see what I did with the Turning Red review?
I haven't watched it yet. Did you make me red?